Okay. There. Hey, she's not awake. Why? Did you change it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't forget a nickel driver tip. Okay. And Shira's tired, huh? She just woke up and now this one is sleepy. Okay. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to another stream. And over here, we only had a little bit of plans to do is to do what I was supposed to do last stream was learning about guild leaves and deep quests. So, um, yeah, there wasn't much time I had on the previous stream, but we can make time for this one and get back into MSQ. So let's get right to it. And since we're at the Drowning Winch, we can finally learn about it. Alright, Leaves of Swift Perch. Sorry about that. Had a golden Oreo and that tasted gross. Has been sitting in the fridge for 3 days. So to everybody, please don't leave your Oreos out in the wild. You will have a bad time. Okay. Alright, now we have the palate cleanser. Alright, Leaves of Swift Perch. Mockery is responsible for assigning guild leaves at the Drowning Winch and is now offering you an introduction to the world of the Levequests. Greetings, Shira. Veteran has been most effective in his praise of your accomplishment. Have you considered putting your abilities to the use for the Avengers Guild by undertaking a guild leave? Guild leaves are the means by which you document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers possess necessary skills. When battlecraft leaves that require the extermination of monsters, to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods, as we term leave quests, are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Swift Perch and Skyfe. He would be happy at your feet the path to completing your first leap. I think I already have that attuned. Going to teleport. Hmm. Hello. Greetings, lass. My name is Sky. I'm in charge of assigning local here. So, Moku sent you my way. Well, then let's get you started. Right after right after we see if you got the brass to overcome the challenges you're likely to encounter around. Take a look over the task outlined in this guild leave. You reckon you can handle it? Alright, accepting guild leaves. Speaking with a local distributor of guild leaves known as Leave Meat, will bring up a list of available leave quests. Highlight a quest to objectives and select step to the quest. Leave allowances are required to accept. You'll be granted 3 leave quests every 12, up to a maximum of 100. You may accept as many as 16. Right, grabbing crabs. Bigelow crabs are eating to over not meeting. I'll show him how the money hides behind the great stuff. Young Graham salmon hanging in his office to hire adventurous crabs for me. Whoever accepts this task must be forewarned. The megalo crabs will help when injured. Properly prepared to make. Good to hear. Now, megalo crabs. They like to run up their mates when they're feeling matched. You even want to find himself armpits and snippers. Then you finish them. Open your journal under duty in the main menu and in the selected leave quest. Initiate. When a megalo crab feels overmatched, it will flee the battle. If it reaches, then another megalo crab will appear. Leave quest objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the fleeing creature before it is joined by. Initiating leave quest. Initiating leave quest first. Open your journal, be the duty menu, or by pressing J for next. Objectives and clicking on the map button will show you the approximate location objectives. So you can initiate league quests at any time while in the corresponding area. It's recommended that you're close to objectives before doing so. To increase your chances of becoming eligible for completion. Once you arrive, open the journal, select the leave quest, and we'll have carbuncle. Oh. Hello, fellow Chaos God. Okay. Your home point is not set to any terrain. You will automatically abandon it. Leap quest difficulty. When you initiate a leap quest, you will be given an opportunity to adjust its difficulty. Where the difficulty setting, the higher the level of target enemies will be. Difficulty also affects. Quest difficulty can be lowered at any time. The duty by selecting the quest name in the duty list, then select. Please note that the leap quest difficulty cannot be raised once the duty. Keep lowering it, but cannot raise it if you think it's too easy. So we're gonna max it. No, changing class. Class of is awarded upon leap quest duty. As you initiate a leap quest, the location of your quest objectives will be the mini map. Leap quest. The target skills identified by the distinction icon of their names, or like a card. During a leap quest, the duty list is placed regarding quest objective. Leap difficulty. Time remaining and more rewards are only granted to those who complete all the objectives listed within the time. Alright. Big claw. There it is. Boom. with vetoed. Hey, a big flaw. That's and then read. And all Levequests objectives, given that option to return immediately, leave me to select your. Seem to have a little trouble last. Here's the reward for you. Bonus has been awarded based on difficulty. Bonus has been awarded based on experience, skill. On the payroll one, 5 points. I reckon you'll just do fine with the rest of me jobs. And there's always plenty to do here, so but with all the rebuilding and such, be sure to make yourself. Get more more stuff. Or you got more for me? Simply the Hest. Quick Sky, please. You're ready to join a guild Hest. By the by, a sturdy venturer like yourself might want to look into guild Hest. Have a word with Battle Warden Tiora, and she will give ye the details. Don't fret now, lass. I'll set her straight if she has any doubts as to your ability. You... let me fix my... get down here a bit. Word travels quickly in Swippers. You're telling about guild Hest, are we? What the guild Hest? Why? It's a behest issued by the Adventurers Guild. Savvy. When a certain task brought to the attention of the guild is a little too grand for a leave, but not grand enough for a grand company involvement, they're deemed guild Hest and sent to yours truly. But don't let the lack of grandeur fool you. Tasks are ain't simple. Must take place in tight quarters and all require precision teamwork. Clicks, you and your battlemates. And so what do you get in return for placing your neck on the Lopin block? There's a beaming grin from Battle Warden Tiro. Fame, fortune, So, I presume you'll be joining our next operation? Ma'am. Alright, we got Guild Hest unlocked. You have unlocked the Duty Finder. This feature allows you to undertake multiplayer duties without having to form a party on your own. Bring up the Duty Finder interface, select Duty Finder under Duty from the main menu. Guild Hests. Guild Hests are special operations organized by the Adventurers Guilds and overseen by NPCs, also known as Battle Wardens. Speaking with a Battle Warden displays a list of all Guild Hests currently available. Please note, however, that each operation has conditions such as level or class that must be met by all party members before the duty can be commenced. At first, you may find that only a limited number of Guild Hests are accessible, but do not worry. Progress and level, that number will grow. Guild Hests can also be accessed via the Duty Finder, removing the hassle of having to try and gather a party. Hey. A lot of stuff. I said I have to read everything. Duty Finder. The Duty Finder allows you to challenge dungeons and other duties with a party of other members. You may access it via the duty in the main menu or by choosing the appropriate option at the end of any duty. Your registration. Enter dungeons and other duties via the Duty Finder by choosing your desired duty and join. You will then be automatically matched with compatible players destined for the same duty. You register the 5 duties at one time. Duties marked by a lock symbol require certain conditions to be met before coming access. When you register for a duty, will appear along with an icon in your duty list. You may check the duty status, including matching progress and approximate times by selecting this entry. Commencing duty. Once you have successfully matched with other players, a prompt window indicated by a notification sound will appear. Begin duty by selecting commence. Thank you for giving water and treats to Shira. Please note that if you do not commence duty within the time limit, your registration will be automatically withdrawn and you must start the process over. What's next? Over the course of your adventures, the number of duties available will gradually increase. Many duties can be cleared via both the duty finder and duty support systems. Worth familiarizing yourself with both. You may also re-challenge previously cleared dungeons by accessing duty finder or duty support via duty in the main menu. Alright, increase. Alright, basic training, enemy party. Exercise or assess your ability to manage multiple parties and enemies. Learn to draw single targets from groups using range attacks and engage them in locations far out of the lines of others, sight of other creatures. Then we have this too. We have loot rules. When participating in instance duty with a preformed or unrestricted party, the party can opt to employ either Loot Master or read-only loot. Current loot rule can be changed at any time within the duty finder settings, but only before a duty has been. Party should discuss any changes to the loot to the rule to avoid confusion amongst party members. So how that works is do not join anybody that has Loot Master, because they will get the loot and you get nothing in return. But don't do that. We have these duty finder settings. So usually I would have join party in progress. So if there's anybody that would leave because they don't want to, or they have connection issues, or they don't have time, or whatever excuse they find, I enable this. What this does is that whether or not you wish to join a party in progress looking for members. This feature allows for party matching with duty finder. The setting active only when solo pretty much when, yeah, if anything. Restricted party is pretty much you want to do solo or you want to have help you. Yeah. So unrestricted party participate in duties without minimum party member requirements. Level sync and item level sync are disabled and will ignore. Defeating enemies will yield no XP items. Equipment will not gain spirit bond. Certain duties will apply special enhancements to players. Only certain duties allow unrestricted parties. Only the party leader's settings are applicable. What abandonment may be used. Alright, level sync. Sync all participants to the duties required level. When using an unrestricted party, gear will still gain spirit bond, and then enemies will still yield EX an item. Can only be selected when using a party. Minimum IL, which is item level. So item level sync all gear to the duty's minimum requirements. So the minimum. So if there's a range from, like, for example, from 15 to 25, it will go to the lowest, which is 15, making you like hitting the minimum requirement, but not feel too strong. It can still be clear. So when using an unrestricted party and player and item levels will be synced, and gear will still gain spirit bond. The enemies will still yield XP and items. Can only be selected when using a preformed party, meeting party size requirements, or an unrestricted party. So you have to be pre-made. Otherwise, this doesn't work if you're doing it solo. Silence Echo. Enabling the setting will prevent echo bonuses from being granted. It can only be selected when being performed. Party size requirements or unrestricted party. Only the party leaders. So, I guess echo is like extreme, like a extra stat boost. Or Explorer mode. Have you visited the dungeon in its complete state? Explorer mode allows access to the following: Explore mode, exclusive actions, minions, mounts, and fashion accessories, changing jobs, performance action. Available only for the selected duties completed by the player. Only the party leader's settings are applicable. Enabling explore mode will disable all other predefined participation requirements. So you pretty much just you want to take pictures in certain instances. That looks pretty nice. Or you want to explore other things that you want to do without having to fight enemies or having to do mechanics. There you go. Limited leveling roulette. Limit the roulette to duties of an appropriate difficulty based on the level of party members. The duty chosen will be within 8 levels of the lowest party member. For example, should the lowest character level in the party be 70, ranging from level 60 to 70 will be chosen. That's 8 levels, within 8 levels. The following requirements must be met to enable. Parties must meet minimum size requirements. Parties must meet meet entry requirements for 2 or more duties. Only the party leaders settings. So this is with a pre-made, isn't this? But we don't know what the roulette is. Don't know anything. And then we have loot rules are not applicable since we're not doing this with this way. But if you are doing this, if you did normal, the need, greed, and pass system. Ups greed only. All party members must select greed or pass. Loot master, the party leader determines individual. And then we have language. You'll be matched with players who are using the selected language. Depending on the language chosen, matching chance may increase. If you're experiencing over long wait times, you may want to consider different language. You're gonna have to, since I already did English, might as well have everything else from Japanese, Dutch, and we're gonna have those. Okay. We are queued up. First time. So we do have a pet hotbar we cannot remove. But here's the thing. Can I just tell Carbuncle to I'll just have Carbuncle stay within Shira's range every time. Probably just had to do that. Now we can turn and progress. We can finally progress the game. We can finally play the game. Alright. Battering. You better not send me... This game better not send Shiro to a instance in mid. A dialogue or cutscene. So, we'll see. Hello, Battering. We are now at level 10. We are level 12, so we are good. Sky High, Battering, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has a suggestion to put you on the road towards new adventures. How do you fare, Shira? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the Scarlet out in Milanosia? If you ever visited Road Whisper Canyon, then you must be up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using the all cargo up the cliff face. Hard labor that, and I aired they could use an enterprise built to pick up the odd jobs, while no other bugger has time to deal. Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of Work It, and he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. It does. I love. Oh, I had to go all the way. Okay, I had to be in middle. that going out? Oh yes. She's just gonna run. Let her run. Do I have sprint in 20 seconds? Don't question why I have fishing stuff here on this tab, but I do need sprint. I do need to move sprint. I would do the first tab, but it's fine. I think we'll be fine without having to do that. I mean, we could just easily click on the next tabs. Alright, work it. Everyone sent you out here, do ye? Then consider yourself welcome at the skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, Yulia. One blast of barrier health from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Ergo still needs to get through, though. So this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least, if the gods were kind, and they ain't. I have about 1,000 more workers to handle growing list of hits. Ants. Here. Thanks a million. Work it. A skylift operator needs you to recover cargo load abandoned by a terrified wagon driver and deliver it to its intended recipient. Glad I am to see you again, lass. A wagon driver just returned within a bloody hurry, hearing about some monstrosity would spring out and a million corn seedling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over to the side before turning a tail and running for his life. I needed to head you down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Yelf over at Swift Perch in the Western Lando Sea. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant. And you do deserve to be rewarded for your trouble. Oh, and you also find an etherite in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. I mean, I already have the etherite. So should be fine. There's going on over here. Okay, we're gonna dodge the jackals. I know Shira's level 12, but I don't want her to fight those. I mean, probably have to fight that one. Get the seedling. Base. Alright, enter Western Lano Sea. You were just here a while ago just to do the Levequest and get the guild has too. Look at our other stuff. What that? Oh, here? Okay, no, it's down here. The elf. Has Naimia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understand there were risk in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before the tractor struck. Oh, here's your million corn seedling. This strain of million corn has spread over generations to grow in even the rock. Here it is. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, doesn't. I mean to restore a modicum of hope to his residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, madam, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this alien element? Sure, sure, pal. Um, can we can she wear this one instead? Because a different gear now, so she doesn't look like she's a robe. Grey loaf. Relighting the torch. Grey loaf. A yellow jacket on guard duty in Switchperch wants you to visit the Brewer's Beacon and investigate the reason behind the waning light. You there, venturer, cast your eyes towards the Brewer's Beacon. The light not seem uncommonly weak. Cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ships sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you can make a visit to the Brewer's Beacon and see if aught has been falling on with the lighthouse keeper. Hello, Glitter Goths. Welcome back. How's it going? Been a long time. I forgot to fix my panels again. I'm alright, pretty sick right now. Oh no. I hope you are feeling better and resting. I'm glad to see that you are doing okay. Make sure you are feeling comfy right now. Stayed home from work. That's understandable. I mean, you should home from work anyways. Don't want to get others sick. Alright. You say a yellow jacket sent you here, eh? A light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace has up and buggered you off, you see. If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there will be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lass, but I can tell a venture when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a cloud that you ripped from its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier, and set her down in the middle of the flock. Somewhere near the scarecrow, I say. Get a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Plus, you don't singe your eyebrows last. We got key items. Key items can be used on targets by first right-clicking on the target, then right-clicking the appropriate icon in the key items window, and select. In my auto immune disorder, even just a cold takes. Ugh. Well, I really hope you have really strong meds that will keep you on your feet. I'm just really hoping. I know how dangerous, the world can be. Just be careful. Don't buy half fajitas. I mean, food is also a good thing too. Food is also good. Iron brazier, when lit, this receptacle will not only produce light, but provide heat to the immediate area. And then light the brazier, lighten it up. Light it up, light it up. Where's my... Summon Ruby. Boom. Okay. So, food. I'll be right back. I need to pick up the food. Alright, I forgot I was still doing guild test. Alright. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of things I have to do. And say. Oh. Do I have my carbuncle out? Yes, I do. I have a lot of dialogue to read, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, so much dialogue. Oh, I'll read it everything later. Can't even do this. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this. You got 5 different tabs to read. I can use tab. Suppose it's easy to charge. Forgot I can use tab. There you go. So 6 different tabs to read. GG's. Yay. GG's. Find the display for the first timer. Well, here's our hard-earned coin. I toss in a little something extra to sweeten the deal, so that you might consider coming back. Ooh, that's a lot of XP and stuff. Nice. And I got a comment. Oh, I didn't give a comment. Oh, this is bad. Oh gosh. Okay, let's go back. So first we have. Level sync. Level sync is a system which allows players to participate in lower level duties by temporarily adjusting their levels, and is available for most fates and instance raids. When your level is synced, not only your personal attributes, but the attributes of your gear will automatically be lowered to meet the requirements set by the duty in which you're participating. Once the duty ends, everything is restored to its original state. Experience earned while level synced is based off the sync level, not your current level. However, it will be added to the progress of the. Alright, so the reason why I'm reading all this is because I know that later in time, for those who are new to playing the game, will want to know what's the heck is going on. I will be reading, literally, I'll be the information guide, pretty much. The informational guide to playing 14. Alright, joining a party. You have formed a party with another player. Parties make it possible to tackle challenges that would be impossible to overcome alone, such as defeating powerful enemies or exploring perilous dungeons. Unless you're Wrath games and like to solo games by yourself. The party chat mode can be used to communicate solely with the other members of your party. You can change your chat mode at any time via the speech bubble icon located below the chat log. On the party, a list of your party's members is displayed on the left side of the screen. This can be used to quickly identify each member's current condition. You can also target party members by clicking on their name in the list. This is especially helpful when there are many objects on the screen and it's difficult for or time consuming to target a member by ordinary means. Your party will sometimes be awarded boosts to various attributes based on class and job combinations. If your party is receiving one of these bonuses, it will be indicated by a party bonus icon located above the party list. The bonus is nullified if you leave your party for another area. Remember, your party members are all the in-game embodiment of real living people, and chances are you will see them again online. Karma is alive and well in the Eorzea. Treat people well in your life, and the Eorzea will be a pleasant one. Treat them poorly, and it will come back to you. And then I'm trying to do this all in order here. Limit break. Limit breaks are powerful actions which are only available to parties of 4 or more members. The actions can be executed when the party's limit gauge is full. The gauge is located directly above the party list. The limit gauge will slowly fill as the battle progresses, while certain acts of heroism, such as curing an ally while they're on the brink of death, or preventing an enemy from using the special attack will cause the gauge to rise quicker. The limit break trigger is located in the actions and traits menu under general. It can be set to your hotbar for, or in this case, the command panel. There are 5 types of limit breaks. Single target attack, which is for melees. Attack to all targets in a straight line for ranged. Area effect attack for casters. Increased party defense tank. And HP restoration for healers. Which type is used depends on the class job of the person who initiates the action. Limit gauge length varies depending on party size and battle type. The more members you have and the more difficult the foe you face, the more options you will have. Right. So, since this is important now, we're going to be getting our limit break button here. And put limit break right here. See, now we're learning. See? Because players forget to use limit breaks when they have access to. So melees, single party attack, a single target attacks, only single target. Range is in a line. Casters have a circle. Tanks increase more party defense, and healers have better HP restoration. But the thing is, tanks and healers don't even need to use that unless it's direly needed. Otherwise, DPS will have to do the work. Yeah, now we have guild has objectives. Once you commence a guild has, the operations objectives and the time remaining to complete them will appear in the duty list. Hints helpful to completing guild has objectives will sometimes appear on screen. This hints will also be added to the duty list after being displayed. If you're unable to complete the objectives within the allotted time, the guild has will be deemed a failure. So like Monster Hunter, you have to do your thing correctly or otherwise you fail. Alright, hazardous zones. While participating in guild hests, you may notice areas that are colored differently than the surrounding landscape. This color is to warn players that stepping into the hazardous zones will trigger new enemies to take care when passing nearby. Almost done? Player commendation. Player commendation is a system whereby you can commend a party member who will have a positive impression upon you in the course of duty. On the conclusion of a duty, the player commendation button will appear in the bottom right of the screen. So over here in the section that I forgot to do, so blame me for not being a nice player to comment somebody. Selecting it will bring up an interface where you can commend the player. Please note that commendations cannot be given to those who are in your party at this time of duty registration. So it has to be with people that you are partied up with at the time of it starts. If you're pre-made, you cannot do that because I'm pretty sure that's Not fair. You can farm commons that way. So that, yeah, but don't do that. Good thing Yoshi people doesn't let you. Commendations can be accumulated over time. By receiving a certain amount, you will unlock achievements that grant special rewards. It pays to play nice. Play nice, people. Be nice. Be nice to your party members, or else they bite you. Guild has rewards. Last one. If you successfully complete all the guild has objectives in the time allotted, you will be eligible for a reward. Be critic warnings overseeing the operation collected. If your party can complete the objectives without suffering a single casualty, you'll be awarded a special bonus. This is done, and okay. Awesome. Hey, that's a lot of reading. Also, I got Taco Bell for dinner. Taco Bell. I don't think Taco Bell has fajitas though. Really wish they do. I think. I might be wrong. I don't know. All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. Alright, here is a bomb claw. Unbearably hot to the touch. This remnant of a poison bomb will set aflame nearly anything it comes in contact with. Well, I'm handing you a burning flame bomb claw. So, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you was gone, and Limlayan cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best as I could, but I ain't no Smitty. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours since Footbridge and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. It's okay. He can attack Shira, it's fine. She has physic. She can heal herself. Actually, she's too fast. She's too fast. She's just running like the wind. So far, 2,101 gil is pretty good. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. I shall write up the relevant reports. But his repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorer's Guild in Limsa Luminsa and explain the situation to Forgemaster Hinanza. Alright, trying to. So Taco Bell had a bad mix up. So I got the wrong food, but my partner, she has the other. She has my food, but it's fine. All is fine. So everything's okay. Okay, let's go back to Lim's return. We are returning. We're gonna have a talk with Hananda, which we did meet. We did meet before in the previous stream. You know her. She's all about the boot. All about that boot. She's nice, but if we screw up, if any screw ups happen, we get the boot. Papaya. Papaya. Hello. Hello, Forge Master. The furnace in the Brewer's Beacon needs repairs. Firegod's beard. I just sent someone out there to tinker it, not with it. Not a week's past. They have the bomb Conwas had trapped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Okay, we'll get this hat piece. Lucid dreaming. That's our MP restoration button. So gladly take and remove. Alright, Forge Master Hananza, what you got? On to the dry docks. Forge Master Hananza, head of Naldic and Vimelis, wants you to assist with the workload over at the Morbi dry docks. What say you to taking on some work from Naldic and Vimelis? We have a great hulking warship to build, and we could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Atburn, the head shipwright at the Morbi dry docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorer's Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Nadosia. That's also where you find the main offices of Naldic and Vimelis. The Morbi dry docks is one of Limsa Lumensa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you'll not forget attuning yourself to the areas. If you know confidence in your sense of direction, you best be sure making use of the chocobo porters. First forward and miss and mess in case you were wondering. Do you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and follow the road south? May the navigator guide your steps. We need to know what this chocobo port is all about. Hey, let's find out about this. In the mizzenmast. So the mizzenmast is here. But the drowning wench. Papaya. Hello, woman. Oh, this is the. Oh, we had to go down the bulwark hall, I think. You? Chocobo Porter. Okay, let's talk about the porters first. Porters are similar to rental chocobos in that they can be hired to carry you quickly to various destinations. Differences being that you cannot control these birds and that they will not stop until they arrive at their destination. On the other hand, porters are trained to take the safe route, meaning that they will never be attacked while in transit. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Do not tell me this is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access the location. Let's hire a chocobo porter. Do more be drugs. I can eat food while this can go. It only costs 5 gil. I have 2,000 per 2 minutes? I can eat for 2 minutes. Oh. Dismounting porters. All mounted a chocobo icon will appear in your specs bar. You can end your ride at any time by selecting dismount from the pet hotbar. However, and once you have dismounted, the chocobo or falcon will continue on to its destination, leaving you behind. I don't even know where this is going. Hey, we made it. I'm still eating my food. Alright, let's get to it. And it's me to eat much as I can without harming myself. It would be nice to not have have heartburn, you know? Or get a stomach ache. Like that. Alright, let's tune to this etherite as told by Forge Master Hananza. Alright, at Berm. You have a missive from me from Forge Master Hananza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a Moon Pass. Let's see it then. Here is a Naldic and Vermelli missive. An important message addressed to you by Naldic and Vermelli's Forge Master Hananza. It orders to deliver it to the Victory Shipwright Atburn. There you go. Cutscene, yay. That's some botheration. Another delay? I am well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? Shira, is it? Well, Shira, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is the symbol of Limesa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral era. Thus, we are striving to complete our construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Dallasocracy. Yet, with even unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle this abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemaking. Yay, fresh shoes! Take the shoes. Storyteller 2, 10 points. Right. Without a doubt, Atbrim is looking for a member of his crew and the items he was supposed to deliver. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 rooms has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of a sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Grillsmith, recently left Candlekeep Quay, retrieved several crates of supplies to order from Limbs of Laminza, but it has yet to return. I've sent several missives to Halbroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the ride, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, but I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Halbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Ooh. Well. Well, crap. Okay. Alright, let's run there. Tell him quick before he gets exiled to Turtleback Island. Where he will rot for eternity. I remember fighting you guys, the megalo crabs. Those were good times, right? Fighting the big red. Alright, Halbroda. Ready to get smacked? I'm out. Question, Halbroda. You can just click on these emotes here to make it easier for yourself. Just left click it. Turtleback Island. He cannot do that, can he? I stare at my poor Nana's grave, never yet to rest her soul. I know not of this Feralsmid, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the quay have enough trouble these past few suns. What's with the sinking of the Leminzen cargo ship off the Saltstrand? I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in the off grip. I already have these gloves, so take the money. Riding the shipwright. Halbroda has a suggestion for the kind adventurer who came bearing a 4-man Altberm's message. Now, the way that I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, you must certainly have time to get that arse of yours down to the Saltstrand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, he may just run across this Frelsmid everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the navigator hasn't found him first. Oh, far is this? Oh, just northwest. We can go down. Oh, here we are, Frelsmid. Hello. I'm Frelsmid. You say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts. I thought you might be, but we must know I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I right the terrible wrong I caused. These 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough. The captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, as well as have risen to nigh on 10 yalms, and 'twasn't long before the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to stay the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Leminzen galley. and I awoke. Both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strand. I made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crying with. Okay, when I see QI, I think of Chi-Chi from Genshin. So it's Chi-Churn? Chi-Churn? And I ain't one with the sword, and now ye see why I cannot turn to the dry docks. Okay. Take the pieces. Dang, they have people. Press helm wheel. Oh, okay. I have no weapon. Ooh, my fester. Alright, fold in sailcloth. I'm trying not to move my ruin. There we go. Take the 3 items to Frelsmid. Are they just farming stuff? Who is this? They're just helping a friend out. They're not in a party, so there is no other stuff. Right. That night, I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and whirring up along before the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into those below. The navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 hells, and I awoke to find myself washed ashore. And here I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me from master's car. Alright, here's your folded sailcloth, a piece of nautical equipment intended for the victory and sought after by the shipwright Earlsmith. A brass helm wheel, a piece of nautical equipment, same thing. And not of tangled rigging. Piece of nautical equipment. The missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop at the quay so I can pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. You tell Atbrim that I'll be back at the jar box by nightfall? Many thanks, Avenger. I will not forget this. Okay, we're just gonna return back. I'm gonna eat more of my taco. Here you go, Atbrim. I am relieved to hear that both Frillsmith and the supplies are unharmed, though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that which was but obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent of Jardox were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered often cannot keep wet. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off cannot keep quay was of a less natural sort, the sort which the Sahagan have been known to conjure. Task quest reward. There are some actions which only can be learned by completing specific class quests. For example, the ranged lancer's weapon skill, piercing talent, is acquired by completing the lancer's skill quest with level 15. We can do Topaz teachings to learn Topaz, I guess. But we're level 13, we're not level 15. We are not at level 15. Do Angry Pirates Dream. Victory Foreman at Burm is considering recommending you for an important job involving dry dock security. Kira. While I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself as asset to Daltic and Mellies. I still do not like you. Screw you too, sir. Oh my gosh. But that does not mean I do not trust you. Kim Thata, head of the watch here at the Jardogs, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp by. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all the elements endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they may line their pockets with a full handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Does that to go that way? Speak with Gimdata. I was like, where? The captain. Ah, yes. I have a feeling you would be the one that Burm sent. Since you first arrived at the Morbi Dardox, I have my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That, and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you. Which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Poor man. Very well then, I assume Atburm informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the Drydocs were last seen making camp near the ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kananko, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with an exact location of the camp. Hello, Kanango. Kira, haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanango. Tonight, I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Atburn would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job, yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone, half buried in the cliff overlooking the area. Followers of the 12 say it is a holy place dedicated to Naimia the Spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there. We're aware of that, though. Down this road. Oh, there's a spinner. Look at this wonderful looking stone. Nice looking spinner right there. That means you have to find Halones very soon. Disreputable pirate. I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your adventuring arse back to the whatever rock it is you caught up from under. You see, I've had it up to my ears with your type roaming the hills like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that man can enjoy a mug of rum without some shite bright outlander rumming up, which is the way to the local leave meet. 7 else if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, gods damn it. Doll's balls. Doll's balls, yeah. Doll's balls. Doll's balls. Man, how many times do I have to keep saying that phrase? Okay. Once you have me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pistol off an iron so far behind me. Ain't no one you'll remember I was there here. Come on, Scrags. These knives to sharpen. Dang. That did not work. And the camp's gone. The camp just disappeared. Free company invite. Applying to a free company. So this is what happens if you edit random invites from people. You can apply to join a free company from his profile page. View the company's focus, times active, and the roles it's seeking. Submit your application and people find a good match. If your application is approved, you will formally join a company. Review your current application by selecting company under social from the main menu. Here you can also withdraw your application should you have. So we have Dissonance, run by the same person that sent the invite. Foundation date 2018, which is 8 years ago. Housing in equilibrium. Slogan: this individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless, as a single person has. And they care about leveling, casual, hardcore, dungeons, skill tests, trials, trades, and PvP. And they're seeking everybody. But there's 485 people, and 14 of them are online. Here's the thing. Shira doesn't know what this is. Shira doesn't want to do this. But there will be a time that Shira will join a free company where she can make one herself. So we're gonna have to decline your offers, offer person. And decline the offer. She doesn't know anything about free companies yet. She only learns how to apply, but she doesn't know what the heck they are. Alright, Kim Thada. They left. So what do you do now? So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they're indeed planning something. But what is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target was never the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. Also, order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Shiro. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Alright, new book. Alright, Victory in Peril. Gimthada, a captain of the watch at the Morabi Dry Docks, wishes your aid in dealing with potential intruders. I'm concerned, Shiro. It appears that the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry docks, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is a symbol of everything Lominsa strives to become, and I will not allow these space scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Shira, are just the one to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Some moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Here begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Ursworst at the front gate or Kananko at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Well, we know Kananko. She bet on us that we are trusted, and she's getting salmon tonight. So we trust her. Hail, Venture. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shorten up the security. The gods know that our reports would sit on Ginthada's desk, gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near an empty heart. I'd take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Oh, you have to go like really high up. It's like we're pretty close right there, according to the mini. Oh, oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, run, sure, run. And they're not gonna attack her. There you go, good. 50-eyed sailor. Ah, spotted me, did you? Oh, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Oh no. The report to Gintato. Gonna happen. We gotta come. Yeah, go report to the captain. Are we too late? The victory going to be taken over? Oh, he's alive. Okay, we'll use physic. Heal, heal, heal for 83. Heal for 84. It's going up. The numbers are going up. Instance. Okay. Right now I'm going to be eating my food still. Alright. Hello. Friends running. Hello. Alright. Let's do this. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. What were those knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Trouble at the shipyard! Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates. Out of nowhere. Struck me good. Gods below, we are not prepared for this. A pirate soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? Then there is no time to lose. Yura, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste, now. Yes, ma'am. Oh, where's my command panel? Boom. Ruin spam. Hey. Oh, it's you. What the heck? Never reckoned it would be this easy. Still don't trust these slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. Duh! What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This will all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's why it makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into the me Trutch's backstabbing. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under the mainland side, a wide green ocean, may you take up with these self-righteous shites? You're one with no bloody sense, da. Don't you see? The the pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. Hey, we got Kanangho. Hello, Kanangho. Well, she's blocked by my camera, but she's right there. I swear. I wonder why Atburn never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship writes a symbol, alright, of everything that went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Yamdata, you're a pray beat the tar of this bloated sea slug, and make sure no harm comes to the victory. With my book? Yeah, boy. Oh, wait, where's my command panel? Dad, this is madness. A pirate don't abandon his treasure. My father. We must stop him. Leave him to us. Here, can I go? To me. Oh. Being attacked. As we agreed, at Stefan. Ooh. Mamulja mercenaries. I'll take the Mamulja. You focus on Atsu. Let's use Radiant Ages. Get that shield up. Almost. Nice. Please, you cannot let him win. I know. Captain Kimtata, please no. Yeah. Easy win. I must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best. Duh. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty look. You made that, did you? He did. He did. I think, Shira. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Convey my thanks and my apologies to Kinthada. Brand. Sure is always hungry. Oh, she's such a glutton. But you always, always treat your familiars with kindness. How fare you, Shira? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa Luminsa from a final demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry docks safe. Atburn apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why you would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But, in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. By the by, the pirates you defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rainer's men will be taking over their investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask of you another favor. What is it? Man of the blue tattoos, Gimthada wishes to entrust you with an important task. Shira, in light of your role in the recent events, there are a few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since last we spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of Atstafin, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory. This missive was penned in the most unusual script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Limsa Luminsa seems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jacket are wont to turn to Bateron and its convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, into his hand and no under. Do you understand? Alright, we will return back to Limsa Luminsa. I'm pretty sure Shira has attuned to this etherite, so we should be fine. Okay, to the aft castle. Look at that little fox. It's so cool. Emote. Pet. Where's the pet? Pet. Pet. Pet the fox. Any fox Shira sees, she will pet it. Because Shira is a fox herself. Hello, Bateron. Ahoy there, Ahoy there, Shira. I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Atburn laid out the entire tale for me. Poor Saul was still reeling at his old man's part in the business. But at least he kept the victory from being sunk before she said. And for that, I owe him immediate thanks. You've already made a name for yourself in your limbs of last. Folk know when they need a someone. Eh? Need someone doing, and what that might be. This arcane epistle. I thought it was a missive, but I guess they call it arcane epistle, I guess. Whatever language this missive is written in, it is one you are not familiar with. Yes, but Bateron probably will be. You want someone to read a message written in funny letters for you? And Gimp thought I knew a man as could? Well, let's see it then. I reckon I know a canny bugger what can read stuff like this. Ugly saw by the name of Batter. We knew it. We knew that Batter knows how to read this kind of language. It's called Thieves' Cant. D&D. You know, you're like the one of your regulars now, Shiro. You never let me down yet, and Navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust you. Gambata was right. You want this message deciphered. That is some trouble brewing. Error and no mistake. Get ready for act. Oh my god, so many. Why are there? We have 3 freaking carbuncles. Oh my gosh. Look at all them chickens. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Look at that sea of blue. I love it. I love it. Alright, Battering. Because you have your board last. Now then, where to start? Alright, Feint and Strike. Battering has a task for a trusted adventurer. Air cutscene. Back when I was younger and nastier, I earned me a living as a sellsword in that business. You wanted to know what your enemy was up to, and you had to learn to read the orders you priced from the cold dead ends of its mates. That's how I came to know to read the message. Truth be told, the script wasn't only too bloody familiar. There was a hag in it. And I should know, I've gotten more fishback messengers than I can count. It gets worse though. The plan to blow up the victory is all in here, right down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 cans of hell in Western Laodicea, and then the Master's new flagship in the point being, the attack on the victory and the act of a few rebellious pirates was a key part of some canny bastard's grand plan. If I'm reading this alright, the attack itself came too much early. I wager they panicked when they saw you was on them, rushed in to do the job, and buggered it up. Them tattooed face bastards. Kane Atburn's old man. They were with the Serpent Reavers, right? But now their crew was there, was they? And they have someone better to do or what? Hey, the twins are back there. 7 L's, I got it all backwards. That mess at the victory, that was meant to be the bloody distraction. The fishbacks ain't interested in Maelstrom's baby, they're after men. Just like they've always been. They always send their pirate lackeys after a civilian target. This bit of raising hell in Western Laodicea. That's where it'd be. Helmet tells me Swiftpurge is about to get it enlarged. Here's a rough translation. Take it to the Commodore Rainer at Coral Tower and tell him it's in for a busy day. Oh, and give him yeah. Oh, give him an N, yeah. You can be damn sure he'll need. Oh, no more carbuncles. Okay. Oh, I missed the sea of 2 additional carbuncles in my stead. We're here at Coral Tower, and we got our last Ethernet shard. Let's go. Yeah, but tune yourself to all of the Ethernet shards in Limbs Elements. The Zephyr Gate, the Tempest Gate, and the airship landing are now accessible as the Ethernet. Awesome. Remember when I said I'm not going to be going to the Marauders Guild? I can because of MSQ. Ha ha ha. Excuse me, people. Hello, Commodore. Yes, I am Rainer. And you must be the adventurer whose name needs to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now, what can I do for you for this? You bear an urgent message from Badarin. Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet afternoon are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is this afoot? Here, Badarin's Drottings. A small slip of paper with Drowning Wedge proprietor Badarin's 10 fingers. Unintelligible writing scrawled all about it. I guess it cannot be read. An assault on Swift Perch. Have you seen nothing to suggest that the Serpent Reavers are amassing for our attack? Even so, it would be foolish to discount the possibility. Badarin is rarely wrong about such. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for a battle immediately. The only question is to where to send them. While I concur with Badarin's assessment that the attack on the Dry Docks was intended as a diversion, Swift Perch is but one of the several possible targets for the main thrust. Commodore, sir! Report. It is the Sahagins, sir. They mounted a large-scale assault on South Tigegate and threatened to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. I, the navigator. It seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order to march. Serpent Rivers are in league with the Sahagin. This means there are every chance this assault on Tigegate may be proved to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and at least Swiftperch vulnerable to those pirate traders. It is at times such as these that I wish the warriors of light walked among us, but wishes will avail us to naught. Yukitsune, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swiftperch with all haste and lend your strength to the squads that can spare for the settlement's defense. Well, good news. Thanks to the guild leaves, we got there. We can get there to Swiftperch in no time. Alright, where's Flo? Am I ready to finish the prologue yet? No. Nah. I guess we'll probably save this for another stream. It's already at we are currently at 1 hour and 43 minutes. So we're going to let this instance be our little cliffhanger that's about to come. But yes, we did so much already for this stream. That's pretty good though. We got to the Morbi Dry Docks and a lot of other stuff that can be done. I mean, we can also get our Topaz quest, Limsa. So that can be for another stream. I still got more food to eat. I probably will have to get to that. It's pretty late anyways. But we'll leave it at that. Alright. Get to RG pose. Have sheer look. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Let's do a proper intro. Outro. Sorry, my bad. I can't even word it correctly. The freaking pirate language kind of messed me up. So that is going to be it for tonight's stream. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, why am I saying YouTube first? No, it's Twitch. If you're watching this on Twitch, thank you for watching. And if you're watching this on YouTube, also live stream, thank you for watching too. If you're watching this as a VOD on Twitch, thank you for watching before this disappears. If you're watching this on YouTube, please continue to watch the next one if it comes up. You can binge watch this. There's already a playlist available, so if you're Sprout friendly and wanting to wanted me to like give you the whole gist of how things go for 14. There you go. But remember, this is all based on roleplay. Shara doesn't know jack nothing, but she's here to learn. She's a Lala in this realm, in this world. In another world, she's a cat girl who's way too far ahead. But in this world, she doesn't know shit. And I cuss, but I don't care. You know. Anyways, yes. Um. So a little quick take on this. Make sure that if you're watching this on Twitch, I already have channel point redeems for other things that could happen during the stream. Make things more interesting. I will add in more rewards very soon in the future, such as not using a map, so I have to rely everything on navigation, on Jira's sense of direction. Hopefully she's good. And also we're gonna add in a big channel point redemption for ocean fishing, because ocean fishing happens once every 2 hours within a 15-minute period. Since those take up a long time for a stream, it has to be properly timed. You can, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, this whole challenge, not really much of a challenge. This is just a sprout-friendly stream, even though my only challenge for myself is that I'm not using any hotbar other than the pet hotbar and one little icon, which is the command panel, which I have access to a 5x5 short amount of shortcuts that I can use to my own disposal. And there are 4 tabs, so I have a total of 100 different shortcuts that I can use in that little piece there. And I can still have access to all the other shortcuts that are on my keyboard, such as Journal for J, Duty, the Duty Finder for U, opening my character screen for C, and so forth. But yes, that's gonna be pretty much it. I'm reading all the dialogues and all the pop-ups as much as I can. The cutscene dialogues, they're gonna be read also. My voice acting is not that good anyways, so don't expect really highly of anything. So yes. All right, let's wrap up the outro. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. If you're watching this right now, if you're watching this throughout to start off your day, enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you have a good one. As for the next stream, and as for the next part, I'll see y'all next time. Take care. I really need to find another thing to come up with. Dolls balls.